So guys, lecture 13 we will solve Bernoulli equation, and introduction is very simple. Here y power n will be extra and p and q will be the function of x. So format is dy by dx py is equal to q with the multiplication of y by n, or you can have variable opposite dx by dy plus px into q is equal to q x power n. So here this p and this q will be function of y. Okay, now but whatever questions you will see in gate exam or for the practice purpose or in the example, those questions will not be comfortable to visualize in these kind of patterns formats. For example, I have taken here, see here, x is multiplied with dy by dx, then 3y, then x power 4 e power 1 by x square y cube. Second example, you see dy by dx plus x sine 2y x cube cos square y. If these questions will come in gate exam, then it will be difficult for you to think, okay, variable separable or homogeneous or reducible to homogeneous or what. But because separately dy by dx is available here or available here, so this will guide you to think in this way, that it is first degree first order linear equation. Okay, so because first degree first order linear equation is one thing and we are learning reducible, so you can catch, okay, this is the reducible one, so we have to reduce into the linear form. Why right now it is not in linear form? Because cos y square is there na, so cos y multiplied 2 times. Why this is not reducible? Why this is not linear? Because y cube means y multiplied. I hope you got it. And here you see this y and this y will be multiplied, so that's why these people are not linear. So we have to make them linear. So let's learn the method to solve. So whatever is the question given, somehow you have to bring them into this format. Okay, so practice. So let's see dy by dx py is equal to q y power n, how to bring that. So first of all, remove this y power n from here. So throughout divide. So I am dividing throughout. So I divided here, I divided here, I divided here. After division, this y power 1 n will go up and it will become y power minus n, and this guy will subtract from 1, so it will become 1 minus n, and here this will be fully cancelled, so q will be remaining. And then here is the trick. Whatever is the coefficient of the p, that only you consider as z. So another new variable, and we will replace back after the solution. We will replace back to y. Okay. So this z, if you consider, just after this step, almost problem solved. Differentiate this equation with respect to x throughout the equation, means this part also differentiate for x and z also differentiate for x. So differentiation of z is nothing but dz by dx, but differentiation of this with respect to x is 1 minus n, like power will come side, and then 1 minus n and subtract minus 1, and then again dy by dx. This became your differentiation with respect to x. Okay, after that, this guy, this is just a number because n is the number, so this you send here right side, and whatever is remaining, this 1 will get cancelled, y power minus n dy by dx is remaining. Now we are ready to replace these values in the question. So this is the first thing you should put in the question, y power 1 minus n is equal to z, and second thing, this differential part you substitute in the equation. So our equation was this, y power n dy by dx plus p y power 1 minus n is equal to q. Now here this part, entire part, we are replacing with z with 1 minus, with 1 by 1 minus n into dz by dx, and this part I replaced with z, and p and q I did not touch. Okay, now this 1 by 1 minus n I multiplied here and I multiplied here because in previous lecture 10, 11, 12 also you have learnt this dz by dx should be coefficient should be only 1 should be coefficient, anything else if there, remove that. So done. Now you can see I am taking one example. So in this example, x by y is the coefficient of dy by dx plus 1 and y log x. Now you think, this current example what I have taken, in my current example, in first attempt it is not at all visible like dy by dx plus py is equal to qy power n. It is not at all visible, correct? So you have to do some alteration, do some changes in the equation, and then make the equation so that it will be visible to this. Then only you can do operation like divide by power n and all same way. So in this example, you try this by yourself. So only extra thing what we are adding in this topic is y power n. correct? And already in lecture 10, 11, 12 you know how to solve this kind of equation. So just now you learned the method, so apply that method, pause the video and now see the solution. So this is x by y dy by dx plus 1 and y log x is your question, correct? This is your question. So multiply this in opposite direction, like you multiply y here, and then multiply x, divide x below. So this will become y by x and y square by x. Okay, so now dy by dx is free from any other coefficient. Now coefficient is only 1 here. Then you can see now it is visible to the format of dy by dx plus py and qy power n. So y square is your y power n. So divide throughout by y square. So the first term will become y power minus 2 divided by dx as it is, and then here one y will get cancelled. I mean, I have written here to show you properly y power 1 minus n, and then here log x by x properly as it is. Now what is the trick? Whatever is the coefficient of p, that only you have to make as z. So this part, that is nothing but y power minus 1, because y power 1 minus 2 is nothing but y power minus 1. So this guy will become y power minus 1. So consider as z. Then differentiate with respect to x. So this guy will become minus 1 will come side, so minus 1 y power minus 2, because minus 1 will become minus 2, dy by dx is equal to dz by dx. Now change the equation by using these changes. Okay, so this entire thing I will replace as minus, because minus sign is here now, that minus sign I'll send here, so minus dz by dx, and 1 by x y power, this thing I will replace directly 1 by x z, because this part I am considering as z. So log x by x I didn't touch as it is. Now because this minus sign is there, so coefficient should be 1 plus 1. So again replace that minus sign, means multiply minus sign throughout the equation. So here positive, here negative, here negative. Okay, now you identify what is your p value. Minus 1 by x is your p value, and whatever is this side, that is your q value, and you apply that same method. So it means what, in this process you are again practicing same lecture 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. So if already you know the procedure, you can crack after this. So you can pause and you can crack by yourself. So find out your integrating factor. So this time your integrating factor will be p dx. Now my question is, in this question we are using x, y and z, 3 variables. So which one you will write here? So think p is the function of what? So guys, p is the function of x, so you will integrate with respect to x. So why not dz and dy? I hope you are clear, because p is the function of x. What is the value of p? Minus 1 by x. You can see here p is the function of x. Clear? Now what to do ahead? So if you integrate this, minus ln, and then finally 1 by x will come as the answer. Then solution, once we got integrating factor, how do we write? So why I'm writing z here? Because if the question in form of dy by dx, then we write y here. If the question in form of dx by dy, then we write x here. Now your question is in form of dz by dx, so I'm writing z here. Then integrating factor, then q integrating factor, dx and c. Why I'm writing dx here? Because my integrating factor and q, they both are in form of x. I mean they are the function of x, so I'm writing dx here. I hope it's easy. So integrating factor is 1 by x, q value is with minus sign, and integrating factor is 1 by x, dx as it is, and then here log x will come, and then this x and this x you multiply, 1 by x square, minus sign is already here, z by x, left side I am not touching this at all, only right side is our problem. Now integration by parts will come. Again you have to cry because you don't know integration. So again I'm telling you, practice integration. So don't know integration, practice integration from NCERT examples, that will be enough. If you have not started yet, it will just take half an hour, 1 hour, just go through them. So in integration by parts is nothing but apply this trick, IIT. So in our current question, log x and 1 by x square is coming, right? Minus sign I took out. So in IIT, L comes first and then a comes. So log will become first function, and 1 by x square, which is algebraic function, will become second function. So your first function is log x and second function is 1 by x square. So what is the formula? First function you leave as it is, second function you integrate, then minus sign, then bigger integration, first function you differentiate, second function you integrate. So second function integration is here also and here also. Okay, then first function I'm writing here as log x, no change, and I integrated already the second function. Then first function I differentiated here, then second function I integrated here as it is. Okay, and minus n plus n, be very very careful. So when you will solve step by step, log x plus 1 by x will come with plus c. Okay, then z by x came as log x plus 1 by x plus c. Then this x will get cancelled, multiply this x here, cx. So and also replace z as y inverse, because you remember y inverse, it was actually y power 1 minus 2, and we consider as like y power 1 minus n, we have to consider as z. So y power 1, finally I'm replacing with z. I mean z I'm replacing with y power n minus 1. So y power minus 1, and this thing, and cx, and this 1 is nothing but ln e you can write. Okay, so ln of x and ln e you can multiply, like log mn is nothing but log m plus log n. So the same thing, log m plus log n will be log ex plus cx. This became your final answer. Now let's go for lecture 14.